that thunder long. All right, more in a minute. Better, right? We should go through that. You'll get feedback. Back off and you get that.
Yes.
That's where I found
They're
this
really
last
loud,
night.
right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right on the bench.
Nice.
Everything I made and did my mind, I done it on the riverside, and our chorus is, here in America, we don't want no kings. Here in America, here in America, we don't want a king. Here in America, here in America. We have an inflatable dinosaur costume that someone can wear. There's an opportunity with a sign that says, don't let democracy go extinct. We volunteer to wear the inflatable dinosaur suit. Come up to where Pat and I are on this high point of land if you want the opportunity of a lifetime to be in this tradition of Portland protest and the frog. So now you can go all the way up.
How about how are
Good
you?
afternoon, I guess.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
We have a dinosaur! We need a cheer!
I thought it wouldn't get no sicker. Woke up one morning and heard this weird ass motherfucker talking out the side of his neck. Me and all my people, we always thought he was straight. And glitchy motherfucker when it came to the business. But now, since you know how you really feel, it's how we feel. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, 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 nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. I like white folks, but I don't like you. All the niggas in the hood wanna find you. Surprise the nation of Islam and try to find you. I've been running out, man. That's home of.
Don't want to be disorderly.
We're going to stick up for the Bill of Rights here in America. Here in America. Here in America. We're going to stick up for the Bill of Rights here in America. Here in America. We're here because we love our country. Here in America. Here in America. Here in America. We can run. We're going to stay here because we love our country. Here in America. Here in America. On each of our ideas, we support the rule of law. Here in America, here in America, we support the rule of law. Here in America, here in America. What else? Tribal rights are human rights. Here in America, here in America, here in America, tribal rights are human rights. Here in America, here in America. LGBTQ rights are human rights. Here in America, here in America, here in America. LGBTQ rights are human rights. Here in America, here in America. What else? What else do we have? Free speech is fundamental. Here in America, here in America, here in America. Free speech is fundamental. Here in America, here in America. We support the rule of law. Here in America, here in America, here in America. We support the rule of law. Here in America, here in America. I'm running out of ideas. I need help. To quote Woody Guthrie, all you fascists bound to lose. Here in America, here in America, here in America. Woody Guthrie said, all you fascists bound to lose. Here in America, here in America. We believe in our Constitution. Here in America, here in America, here in America. We believe in our Constitution. Here in America, here in America. not to be missed. He'll be here. With his left wing radical sign with Groucho Marx and John Lennon. We need bread and roses too here in America. Here in America. Here in America. We need bread and roses too here in America. Here in America. Healthcare is a human right. Here in America. Here in America. Here in America. Healthcare is a human right. Here in America. Here in America. The civilian rights are human rights here in America. Here in America. Here in America. The civilian rights are human rights here in America. Here in America.
Right. She couldn't get the thing come down there because when she put her leg down, you know,
T-Rex is in the room.
chicken is looking through her bunny rabbit.
And the chicken is here at the microphone. The chicken and the bunny have found each other. Very touching.
But I'm a king.
We stand up for veterans here in America. Here in America. Here in America. We support our veterans. Here in America. Here in America.
Something happened here. What it isn't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to be fair. It's time to stop. Hey, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down. 140,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down.
You will have.
Stop and watch that sound. Everybody is slowing down.
Ten, 12:38.
Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, I like fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, am I tripping? Let me know. I thought I fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump.
I hammer out danger. I hammer out warning. I hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning. I'd ring it in the evening. All over this land. I'd ring out danger. I'd ring out warning. I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd sing it in the morning. I'd sing it in the evening. All over this land. I'd sing out danger. I'd sing out warning. I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Well, I've got a hammer, and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters. A personal milestone for me, first protest singing with my 13-year-old grandchild ever. We passed it down to generations. Let's see. Pat, are you here? We need to introduce. Calling Pat. Tim, are you ready? Okay. I want to introduce longtime Maine humorist, deep thinker, wonderful human being, Mr. Tim Sample. Let's give him some applause.
Thank you very much. I would ask them, but I'm going to speak briefly for just a few minutes, but I'd like that folks give me your attention here, and then we'll go back to what we're doing. First of all, I am Tim Sample. I am a Maine native, and I got all my papers out in the car if you want to check them. And I have been doing fundraisers and advocating for democracy and for the Maine Democratic Party for almost 6 decades, five and a half decades. And there's never been a better time, a more opportune time for folks to support democracy. You got to remember, this is not a brand new fight that we're in. When Margaret Chase Smith, Republican senator from Maine, got up in my lifetime when I was a kid, she got up and denounced McCarthyism in that famous Declaration of Conscience speech. That was important because that was putting the principles of democracy above party politics. And that's what we need today. We need to have, you know, I come from a Maine, and I'm old. I am elderly. I'm an old, undereducated, overweight white male. And so that's a very tough demographic group to be in, but I am one of those people. But I've spent a lot of time on the stump with Maine politicians because in order to do the comedy albums that I've done and the television specials that I've done, and I worked for 11 years at CBS News with Charles Kuralt and Charlie Osgood doing the postcards for Maine. The only reason I get hired to do those things is that I know something about Maine people and Maine culture, because I've made it my business to know something about that. And when I've been on the stump for various politicians over the years, one of the things that I constantly remind them is that regular people in the state of Maine are not all that interested in all the minute details of your politics and your culture. What they are interested in, deeply interested in, is do you have jumper cables and will you stop? Okay? Maine is a pragmatic state. And I've got this sign right here. I was born in Fort Fairfield in 1951. And I've got this sign that says Antifa circa 1945. And it's important to remember that my uncle, and I spoke to a woman in Freeport, we had over 3,000 people in Freeport this morning. I spoke to a woman whose dad was wounded at Iwo Jima. Now understand, the people that fought World War II, the Mainers that came and fought World War II, they weren't Blackwater, they weren't professional soldiers, they ran hardware stores, they were teachers, they were librarians, they were people who rose up and fought fascism worldwide, and they won. And so it's important to understand, this isn't the first time this has happened, that won't be the last time. One of my favorite philosophers, Thomas Jefferson, says the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. You have to stay engaged, you have to stay, and don't get bogged down. And, you know, I can remember a time when you didn't even know what your neighbor's politics were. You just saw them at the church supper, and I can't tell you, I have done hundreds of fundraisers across the state of Maine. I lived in Washington County, in Calais, Maine, during the COVID time, and during the first Trump presidency. It was a very interesting time to be living in rural Washington County, but I can tell you this. In Washington County, when somebody's kid has leukemia and somebody's barn burns down in a fire, they always have a fundraiser. And they often would ask Tim Sample to come and do the fundraiser. And you know what I noticed at those fundraisers? There'd be people in the parking lot with Trump stickers, Hillary stickers, gay pride stickers, everything in between, and they were all in the same room, laughing at the same stories and supporting their neighbors and their friends. And that's the kind of thing that democracy encourages, not splitting apart. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. My next door neighbor, Claude Sprague. Now, Claude was a kind of person that I grew up around. When I moved to Palmyra in 1976, I was 25 years old. And Claude lived next to me, he was probably 60-something. And he made a hard scrabble living, you know, jacking deer and doing whatever he could do to put food on the table. But I was a young guy just trying to start out, and it was during the Carter administration, and crime rate was 21%, and it was hard getting by, and nobody had any money, and I lived on a dirt road. I decided it would be a good time to make a living as an entertainer. I'm not sure that was the right thing to do right then, but it worked out. But here's the thing I want to talk about Claude Sprague. Claude was one of a kind of people that I grew up with. He was born in Seal Harbor. I don't think he'd ever been more than 200 miles from Seal Harbor, Maine, except he fought at the beaches at D-Day. And he went across Europe fighting the Nazis and the fascists in Italy. And then he did his job and he came back and he went back to being a farmer. Those are these guys. And they have a certain kind of moral fiber. And they had a certain set of values that I think are important today. And they shaped me, and I hope they will continue to shape generations of Vayner long after Donald Trump is rested into his gold-plated casket someplace on a golf course someplace. But what we're talking about is somebody, so I'm living next door to Palm Springs, and it's Christmas time, and I don't have any money, and I'm worried about what I'm going to eat. I'm literally living off of surplus cheese and this and that. And I know that Bob and Mary live right next door, and they put up the canned vegetables. And you people canned vegetables, you got more freaking zucchini down there than you know what to do with. They just got a whole cell full of canned vegetables. And they had their hogs slaughtered, they had all kind of ham. And, well, I was embarrassed, because I was a young man, I couldn't provide for my family, and I didn't know, but I didn't want to go ask. And if you're a human being, you've probably been in that position once or twice in your life. But finally, winter was coming on, it was snowing, and I walked up the road because I didn't want to spend the money for the gas to drive the mile up the road. And I got to Bob's house, and of course, you go to a farmhouse in Maine in December when it's snowing out, you're not going to have a quick conversation. Okay? You've got to sit down by the fire, you've got to play cribbage for about a half an hour now, you've got to talk about the Red Sox, you've got to go do all this stuff just before you really bang. And finally, I went through all that, and then I said to Ford, I said, now, you and Mary, yeah, I said, you and Mary, I know you've got some stuff put off in the basement, I wonder if we could borrow a little something. He says, borrow. Well, he went down the basement, and he got a batch of groceries, and he brought them up. But he had a look on his face, and I thought he was really ticked off at me for asking. And he got me in the truck, and we drove down the road, and he dropped me at my door. He still looked scowling, and I brought the groceries indoors, and Scott said to me, he says, come here, come over here. Just the two of us standing in the yard in the 2-foot snow. He says, don't you ever do that again. And I just about fell through the ground. I thought, oh. He says, don't you ever set down the road for me and be hungry again. I won't have it. We don't do that around here. That's the man that I love. That's the man that I'm supporting. That's what democracy brings us. Thanks for asking me to speak. And we're off up to over 3,000 people in Bridgeport. I think we got 2,500 or more here. Keep it up.
Jim Sample. How are you here? Well, we're waiting for Pat to get here. Another song. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring and make the angels cry. Some of you know the chorus of this. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Here it is. Come on, people, smile like a brother. Everybody get together, gonna love one another right now. Here it is. Come on, people. He's going to have a wonderful voice. Come on, give it to you. Some will come and some will go. We shall surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last. We are but a moment sunshine.
How we feel. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. I like white folks, but I don't like you. All the niggas in the hood wanna fight you. Surprise the nation and Islam ain't about to find you. I'm a rider now, LA, you know what's up. Home of the rider, can't ride, we don't give a fuck. Black students, ejected from your riders. Well, I'm ready to go right now, your racist ass did too much. I'm on the time Black Panther. Don't let Donald can't make decisions for this country, he gon' crash us. No, can't be a slave for him. You got me appreciate nobody way more. Hey, Donald, name one that follows. You gave us your reason to be president, but we hate fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. I don't like your way. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. Nigga, am I tripping? Let me know. I thought all that Donald Trump bullshit was a joke. Know what they say when rich niggas go broke? Look, Reagan so cold, Obama so hope, Donald Trump spent his trust fund money on the vote. I'm from a place where you probably can't go. Speaking for some people that you probably ain't know. Pressure built up and it's probably gonna blow. And if we say go, then they probably gonna go. Vote Trump, then you probably on dope. And if you like me, then you probably ain't know. And if you been in jail, you can probably still vote. We let this nigga win, we gon' probably feel broke. You build walls, we gon' probably dig holes. And if throw that through it, fuck Donald Trump, fuck you, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, we the youth. We the people of this country. We got a voice too. We will be seen.
10 years ago, I gave a speech at my church called Why I Take a Knee when the Star-Spangled Banner is played. Because then President Trump said that anyone who takes the knee should be deported. I was born in this country, raised in this country, fought for this country, bled for this country, and nobody should tell me at any time that I should leave. The Constitution of the United States is what I took an oath to defend and support. And that is the same oath that the President of the United States takes. And the military and every federal employee. And the Constitution does not say no person or no citizen should be denied the right to due process. The Constitution says no person shall be denied the right to due process of law. And that doesn't matter if you are a citizen, if you are an immigrant, if you are an illegal alien, it does not matter. If you are in the border of the United States, you have a constitutional right as every other citizen. This is not a land of kings. It is a land of people. We, the people of the United States, vote for this Constitution. And we all should support it. We all should defend it. And we all should rise up and speak out against anyone, whether they're in the White House or the doghouse, to support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Is there any phrase somewhere on the sound of my voice? Get another speaker. Or Pat Frog. And yes.
Hello.
You look like somebody who might need a villain trading card.
Sure, thank you. I'm live streaming to YouTube, just so you know.
You're live streaming to you. Oh,
Yep, just so you know.
get sure.
Yep, I'll put it right up on there for you.
We have quite a few left. I actually have more. So we'll have a complete display here. Hold that thought as I search in the strategic pocket.
Yeah, take your time.
What do you stream under? What's your
I'm on YouTube under the account IN8K.
INAK?
Yep,
Okay.
8 is in the number, yeah.
Oh, 8.
Yep.
Okay. Hold the spot. Wait to mention this pocket. Oh, maybe I'm down. No, I have another. No, it's the phone. Okay, I guess I'm getting down to the end of the line. But all right, here's a few.
Cool, all right.
I guess not many people took Steve Bannon. So if you wanted to take that one, that would relieve me of that card.
Okay, cool, thank you.
But we also have some really good people that people don't know that much about some of these people.
Yeah.
So, you know, it might be good to learn more. We have Linda. We have Tom Homan, man. Speaking of ice. And of course, someone that everyone loves to hate. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, thank you.
And there's a QR code on the back
Oh, nice,
where
okay.
you go to the LuminArt website. And you can order some for friends and family.
Cool, okay, thank you very much.
Banners on government buildings with his face on them promoting Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. A Trump coin with his face on it, something that has never happened in our history. We do not put living people on our coinage because we do not promote people over principles. Right. And of course, using the National Guard to police democratic cities. This is all flagrant disregard for the rule of law. It's a flagrant disregard for the norms of our communities. I mean, look at what's happening right now. We have individuals who are being targeted. Immigrants who do not enjoy due process in our country. Transgender individuals who are being the best persons that are being targeted by the most powerful man in the free world. Political rivals who are being targeted with indictment, which just does not happen in our country. This is not normal. The president is taking congressionally elected funds and using them for his own pet projects. Our privacy is being sucked up by Elon Musk and Doge. Dissent is being stifled on a daily basis. Colleges are being targeted by Trump. Law firms are bending the knee to Trump. Media is being told that if you don't agree and stop having Jimmy Kimmel on, we're going to take away your merger. And independent agencies are being gutted. At the same time, whenever the courts are being activated as a check and balance, judges are being attacked. Not just by Donald Trump, but by Republican members of Congress who don't like being reminded that even they are responsible to the rule of law. Even they are accountable under the rule of law. And what does this amount to? It's amounting to the distribution of our wealth, not downwards amongst us, but to the very billionaires like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, Jeff Bezos. They are all benefiting greatly, but we are paying the price. Our health care access is under attack. Our access to due process is under attack. Social Security, Medicaid, government systems like the Department of Education are all being dismantled and are under attack. And our U.S. standing in the world, that thing that we used to hold out there as something that we will promote, democracy, we will promote, it is under attack. This is not normal. So where is Congress? Right? Where is the check and balance that is supposed to keep the president in check? Saying that the president is supposed to serve people and not the other way around. Where are the stewards of our government? Where are cabinet secretaries? Where's the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi? Where are our Republican governors? Where's the Supreme Court in holding the President of the United States accountable? We can do better than this because this can't be allowed.
Showcases unity.
At the founding of our country, we set forward at the very beginning of our Constitution words that
building on, but I think we're important to here today so that we can
And resistance.
and that's the preamble. That we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense and promote the general welfare, secure the blessing of liberties to ourselves, we do ordain to establish this Constitution of the United States. This Constitution is to have government work for us. It's to have government work for the people. The only king that America has is the citizens herself. Not Donald Trump, not those who think that the country works for them. The rule of law still applies, the president is still accountable. So we need to stay involved. We are all coming out today, I think I heard about 2,500 of us. We are all in community behind the idea that we need to make sure that we continue to have no kings in our country. We need to make sure our Constitution protects us. We need to stay engaged. Let's start by voting no on one, by the way. No on one is important to ensure that voting rights continue to be available, that voting continues to be accessible, and we need to demand our elected officials. Demand that Jared Golden, demand that Shelley Pingree, demand that Susan Collins, demand that Senator King, demand that all of these people work for us in D.C. by telling Donald Trump that he is not a king and our country is not going to serve us king. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for coming out and committing to support the rule of law and our Constitution. Please keep coming out, and I want to be your collaborator moving forward to ensure that we continue to be a democracy run by the people and not by one man named Donald Trump.
Will you all please join me in a chorus of God Bless America? God bless America.
There is no God.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, like with God bless America. My home, sweet home. God bless America.
Hey Siri, play Lords of Salem by Rob Zombie.
Lords of Salem by Rob Zombie now playing on Apple Music.
I'm having Bluetooth troubles here. Everyone's staring at me. It's one thing I can't agree with.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California
Too soon for the Lords of Salem song? You never saw that.
We'll walk hand in hand.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Just when they fall off, something's sure gonna change the law. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. The only chain that a man can stand is a chain of hand in hand. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. The only thing that we did wrong was stay in the wilderness too long. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. The only thing that we did right was the day we were going to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on.
You live in Echoes, it's kind of cool. You ain't sitting here, but then you live in Echo. Across the way, there's some buildings in Lewiston.
If I never hear anything.
All right. Now it's time to ride back and forth across the bridge. But I don't have a mount on my e-bike, so if you could just imagine a bunch of protesters seeing a guy like me riding this,
We don't want no kings in this
That's,
country, not here in America. Here in America.
that's what you would get.
Here in America, we want no kings in this country.